Also, it gives me great pleasure to announce that this event is sponsored by Mr. Elhingen, a renowned businessman from Fontaine who has generously provided a grand total of 60 million mora for our prize fund. And if anyone is able to prove themselves capable of carrying out Mr. Elhingen's philosophy by passing the ultimate trial, he will be willing to give them his entire fortune. The only other condition is that the winner must agree to carry on Mr. Elhingen's legacy by hosting the Nilutpala Cup Beast Tamers tournament in the future.
Whoa! Paimon can't believe that rich guy threw 60 million mora at this event! Just like that! And what was all that about inheriting his entire fortune if you promised to keep his beast taming tournament going? Also, hosted by an academia scholar, huh? Pretty official. Might be a little inappropriate if we just barged in and tried to shut it down. So, why don't we enter the tournament and see if this wisdom orb thingy actually works? No, that's not it. It's just, now that everything in Sumeru has finally settled down, don't you think it'd be a little unfair to Nahida if we keep picking trouble with the academia? And he sounded really confident. Paimon's curious about how this mysterious fungi taming device works. Although they've caused this trouble in the past, the fungi aren't just aggressive monsters, right? Since there's no longer any safety concerns, we don't need to worry. Maybe we can even try becoming friends with the fungi. Paimon thinks that would be fun. Besides, if we do well in the tournament, we'll be able to earn some extra mora. There are basically no drawbacks. Yep, that's the way we roll. Looks like we sign up over there. Come on, let's grab a wisdom orb and enter the tournament. Huh? Looks like the people ahead of us are still signing up. Let's wait our turn.
Golden Comet and Silver Companion. So, you're competing too?
Huh? You know us? But what's with those names? We've never heard them before.
You're a tough duo if the posters are to be believed. Some mercenaries who managed to escape from you painted your portraits, warning others to avoid messing with you at all costs.
Paimon doesn't know whether to be flattered or to try and explain that we aren't as scary as the rumors suggest.
Unfortunately, the rules of this tournament state that beast tamers aren't allowed to use their weapons, or even fight each other directly. Your impeccable combat skills won't be any use to you here. The tournament is about capturing fungi, training them, and commanding them in combat. There's no way of knowing whether commanding fungi is a skill you'll be able to master in time.
That's true. We've never captured a fungus before and wouldn't know anything about how to get them to fight. Wait a second! You don't look like a staff member! What are you lecturing us for? Who are you anyway?
The name's Sania. I used to work for the Eremites, taming grumpy sumpter beasts. Ended up with a reputation for being a beast tamer, so they got me involved with testing the wisdom orb early on. Anyway, my name ain't worth remembering. I'm just an illiterate nobody. All I'm good for is doing odd jobs for Eremite mercs. Just think of me as another contestant. I do have a lot of experience taming beasts, though. Want me to teach you? You guys are worth me getting to know, as allies or opponents. 'Cause either way, you can get rid of some obstacles for me in this competition. Of course, I'd prefer allies if possible.
Well, that was blunt, but also quite honest. It's definitely better to have an expert teach us than figure everything out on our own, right? What do you think? Should we take her up on her offer?
All right then. Take this wisdom orb and let's go catch some fungi at the designated area.
She gets right to the point, doesn't she?
This is where you'll capture your fungi. The fungi in this area are highly compatible with the wisdom orb, and they're ideal for training and competing with. The wisdom orb can capture and store fungi. It also serves as a controller. I recommend giving each fungus a code name to make commanding them easier. For example, this one next to me is Pyro 1, which means Pyrofungus number 1.
You just go off their elements and then number them? Seems kind of boring to Paimon. This fungus looks pretty lively. Why don't we call it Bouncy Happy Shroom?
Thanks, but no thanks. I've got my own way of naming them, and I'm gonna stick with it. It's simple, straightforward. It helps me with managing them.
Yeah, you're probably used to calling it Pyro 1 anyway. All right, we'll stop. But wait until you hear the great names we come up with for our fungi. You might want to reconsider then. Go!
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Paimon's a fungi naming expert. Every one of these will sound really cool when you call them out in the arena. The round hat on this little guy's head kinda looks like a drum, don't you think? The first thing that came to Paimon's mind when she saw it was, if you hit it on the head, it's definitely gonna go bing bong. How does the name Bongo Head sound? Look how happy it looks. That means it likes the name. Okay then, Bongo Head it is. Aw, Bongo Head's just like a little puppy. Paimon's never seen this side of a fungus before. From now on, we need to look out for each other, Bongo Head. Okay, let's go catch some more fungi and make a team for Bongo Head.
Illusion shattered!
Great, you've now collected all 4 fungi. The next step is to use the floral jelly provided by the organizers to boost your fungi.
Paimon can't believe we're making progress so quickly. It's all thanks to your help, Hania. All right, let's all return to the arena now. Huh? Look, someone's staggering along with a fungus running circles around her. Is she being attacked? She's collapsed! Let's go see what's happening. I can't go on. Too weak. Are you hurt? How bad is it?
Pyro 1, take it out!
Wait, it's not an enemy. It's my shroom buddy. I'm just a little too tired to walk right now, but I still need to find 3 more shroom buddies to qualify for the tournament. You mean you're a contestant too? I wasn't counting on running into other contestants here. Maybe this is the end of the road for me. Twirly Whirly on its own is no match for you. Look after Twirly Whirly for me. Take him with you to the top. Hey, don't give up. It's not like we're a bunch of eremites trying to steal your fungi. Your shroom buddies. We're better than that. You should at least hang in there until we're in the arena, so we can compete against each other properly. Hania over here is a professional beast tamer, and despite knowing that we might be her fiercest competitors, she still gave us lots of help and advice.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
State your name and mission! Golden Comet and Silver Companion shall gladly come to your aid! Really? Then, could you please help help me collect the rest of the 4 shroom buddies I need? Does this mean my luck is finally starting to change? My name is Layla. I'm just a student in the Ratawa's Darshan, so I don't have any impressive titles or anything. And my goal is to make it into the quarterfinals. If I can make it to the quarterfinals, I'll get to take my shroom buddies home and delegate some of my physical labor to them. Of course, I'll take good care of them, too. Oh, yeah! Paimon read that in the rules somewhere. All quarterfinalists get to take home any fungi of their choice. But what do you mean physical labor? You're a student. Shouldn't you be busy with coursework and writing papers? This is pretty embarrassing, but, so I must have some sort of congenital sleep disorder or something, 'cause I can never seem to get enough sleep, and I'm always really low on energy. Even the smallest amount of exercise makes me... Well, you saw me just now. I get so tired, I collapse from exhaustion. So when I said physical labor, I just meant basic stuff like moving books around or fetching things I need from the store. You don't need to be embarrassed about that. It's totally normal. Paimon delegates chores to him all the time.
First she calls them buddies, then she talks about wanting to live with them? Ridiculous. She sounds just like Elhingen. Well, looks like you've mastered everything already and moved on to helping others. I'm delighted for you. I'll see you around. Good luck.
Huh? Why is Ania leaving all of a sudden? We haven't thanked you or Pyro won yet, Ania! What's that like? What's wrong? That beast tamer... Is she... angry? Probably not. She's pretty blunt and doesn't make a great first impression, but she's definitely not a bad person. Otherwise, why would she have helped us? Yeah, we'll see her again, and when we do, let's give her some gifts to show her our gratitude. In the meantime, let's follow her example by doing our best in the tournament, helping other contestants, and making sure Layla gets to compete. Thank you so much. I'll try my best to contribute too. I don't want to be a burden to you guys. Nicely done. Now that we've put together Layla's team, she should be eligible to take part. Let's head back to the arena and confirm with them. Let Paimon see how the qualifying rounds are looking. Great! We're in a different group from Layla, so we won't have to compete against each other in the early stages of the competition. Actually, I hope I don't have to fight you guys in the later stages either.
Oh? Hello there, little ones. Sure enough, you're at the center of the action once again. You two truly are like the main characters in your own light novel.
Miko! What are you doing here? Is Paimon hallucinating?
This tournament was advertised far and wide, including all the way over in Inazuma. They even handed out flyers in front of Yai Publishing House. Don't you think a tournament like this makes a perfect candidate for light novel treatment? Yai Publishing House is working on a bestseller that, if all goes to plan, will stay a bestseller for the next 50 years. The theme is friendship and rivalry, so we decided to bring our up-and-coming author Soka here to gather some inspiration. I, of course, need to ensure my writer's manuscripts are up to par, so I will be taking part in the tournament myself to get a little taste of what it's like. Here's my little partner in crime. Soka named it Blitzara. I think it's rather good. Very distinctive.
Who knew there'd be such a big turnout? Even Miko's here.
Soka, come say hi to the little ones. They're set to be some of the fiercest competition you face in the tournament. You should put them in your novel as major characters.
Yes, Chief Editor! For the sake of my readership, I won't back down. I'll beat you!
Yeah, just 'cause you're with Miko doesn't mean we'll go easy on you.
Ooh, yes, more of that. Do you feel that, Soka? Declaring a challenge to your archenemy in the making before the competition begins is a key plot device that helps build dramatic tension.
I wouldn't say I'm feeling that exactly. Just thinking about competing against Her Excellency's Hanamizaka tour confidant is making me so nervous. I'm losing my mind.
In that case, head back to the inn and capture your nervous breakdown in writing while it's still fresh. This'll make excellent source material, too.
She's terrifying, but she also seems really dedicated to her craft. I hope we can be friends.
And who is this softly spoken little lady?
She's our new friend, Layla! We met her while we were out capturing fungi. Layla's entering the tournament because she wants to take her trained fungi back home to live with her. Her goal is to make it to the quarterfinals.
Training fungi, and then domesticating them? How fascinating. You must be full of secrets. There's an intriguing story to be told here, no doubt. I'm Yai Miko, a light novel editor. Purely out of personal interest, and right now what I'm most interested in is you. Nice to meet you. The pleasure is all mine.
I have no idea how to respond to that. Traveler, Paimon, I really appreciate all your help. But I want to get to know my 4 shroom buddies a little better and prepare for the qualifiers, so I'll go do some training now. Don't push yourself too hard, Layla! You'll end up collapsing from exhaustion again! Miko, what are you doing scaring a new friend off like that?
Oh, am I really so terrifying? Well then, I'll simply have to talk to her again another time to clear things up. But that can wait. Judging from your expression, it seems like you have something you want to say to me, little one. I'm comforted to know that you didn't lose your heads amidst the hype, and you're not just in this to have some fun. Unfortunately, though, it appears that we're about to be interrupted.
Guji Yae, what an honor to finally meet you. We're so privileged that our tournament is your first destination in Sumeru.
Huh? Isn't that the organizer? And that super rich businessman is here too.
Goodness, I presume that the tournament is proceeding very smoothly indeed. Otherwise, how would the host and sponsor themselves have the time to spare to chat with contestants one-on-one?
How you jest, Guji Yae! Those such as your esteemed self deserve nothing short of the most lavish reception Sumeru has to offer. I see you've already had the chance to try out the Wisdom Orb. What are your thoughts on the future prospects of this technology? You know, with your blessing, it can be introduced into Inazuma, allowing you to swiftly resolve the situation of,
Right now, I am nothing but an ordinary editor-in-chief. I'm here to enjoy my vacation and gather some inspiration along the way. And if I can at all help it, I'd rather not concern myself with such weighty topics as the future fate of nascent technologies.
Don't be so pushy, Mr. Cautelia. Droning on about the Academia's business ambitions is hardly respectful to our honored guest, who has traveled all the way from the land of thunder to be here. Not to mention that Guji Yae is busy catching up with her friends. I dare say it was both unnecessary and discourteous to interrupt their conversation like this.
A most pertinent remonstration coming from you, Mr. Elhingen. You do conduct yourself in such an unobtrusive manner, much as you have in your entire career, quietly amassing an enormous fortune while remaining almost entirely unknown.
Why, to hear such high praise from the great Guji Yae is more prestige than I could ever hope for. Please, should you require anything at all, do not hesitate to seek my assistance. I will do everything within my ability to make your stay in Sumeru an enjoyable one. Also, to have the renowned traveler here at the tournament is an unexpected delight. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you in action.
Miko, they're here to do business with you, right? Should you really be turning them away like this? Especially the rich guy? Paimon thinks working with him could have a lot of advantages for Yae Publishing House.
Promoting an entirely new event throughout all of Teyvat so rapidly would be an impossible feat for any ordinary businessman. I, for one, do not wish for Yae Publishing House to be the subordinate partner in a business relationship with him. Besides, the tournament has only just begun. Who knows whether it will go on to be a success? I want to focus on trying to enjoy myself, while keeping one eye open for potential liabilities. Fungi may look adorable, but they carry potent elemental energy inside their bodies. Letting one's guard down around these creatures would be an unwise move, don't you think?
So it wasn't just us. Yeah, we started out with some safety concerns about this event, but the Wisdom Orb seems pretty amazing. At least all the fungi we used it on have been very well behaved, like our bongo head here. Seems we don't need to be too nervous after all.
Oh, Paimon, you're just as carefree and enthusiastic as ever. Well, it's about time for me to get into character. As a contestant, I need to go and get ready for the tournament. See you in the qualifiers. Blitzara, say goodbye to our friends.
Coming here was a great idea. Look at us, making new friends, bumping into Miko. Oh, this competition is shaping up to be a whole lot of fun. Come on, let's go get some floral jelly for Bongo Head's training, like Hania suggested.
Huh? Huh?
Ah, the champions to be, here at long last. Come on now, use the floral jelly and awaken your fungi's true potential.
Champions to be? Thanks for the compliment. So you've heard about us too?
Of course. I was standing right next to you when you collected your wisdom orb. I couldn't find a convenient opportunity to introduce myself, as Hania was busy explaining the tournament to you. With an expert mentor like Hania, I'm sure you'll become excellent beast tamers in no time.
If even the staff are singing her praises, Hania must really know what she's doing. Well, all the more reason to give it our all. Buddies should be able to fight at full power now. We still have some time before the qualifiers start. Maybe we should spend some more time training our fun guy.
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
It's nearly time! Let's get ourselves over to the New Akala Cup qualifiers. Looks like the qualifiers are about to kick off. Alhingen's giving an opening speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Niluth Hala Cup Beast Tamers Tournament is about to begin. I genuinely hope that everyone has fun in the competition and wish you all the very best of luck. At the same time, I ask that you bear in mind that this tournament is held in the spirit of friendly and fair competition. By all means, give everything you've got, but respect your opponents at the same time. Don't lose your head. This is just a sport, not a fight to the death. I have spent a considerable amount of time in my life searching for a way for humans and dangerous creatures to coexist. The wisdom orbs you now hold in your hands show me that it is indeed possible. I sincerely hope that this event will show the potential of beast taming to a wider audience. People need a way to avoid conflict and stay safe in the wild. And beast taming can help us achieve this.
Oh, so that's why Alhingen is putting his whole fortune into this. What an inspiring goal. But Caltilia, on the other hand...
Thank you for your speech, Mr. Elhingen. I'd like to add a few words of my own, if I may. Welcome, Beast Tamers! The wisdom orbs in your hands are a truly groundbreaking invention, representing the culmination of centuries of technological innovation at the academia. Actually, there are 9 extraordinary technical breakthroughs that make them so exciting.
Caltilia, everyone's eager to try them out for themselves. There's no need to delve into all the details right now.
Of course. Well, I'll explain everything to you all when I get the chance. I'm sure you'll get a sense of just how advanced this technology is when you start using it in the arena. Trust your wisdom orbs and have fun in the competition.
What a total nerd! Doesn't he know there's a time and place to talk tech? Good thing Alhingen has enough situational awareness for the both of them. Otherwise, this could have dragged on for a long time. Ooh, the qualifiers have officially started! It's time to face our first opponent!
didn't know they put the bar for entry so low. Let's go! This is gonna be over so fast. Don't blink or you'll miss it.
Don't be nervous, Bongo Head. It's only the qualifiers. These are teeny tiny potatoes. Just think of them as stepping stones. Time to use your splish splash water balloon!
It's okay. We still got this. Quick attacks will work.
Great job, Bongo Head! And everyone else, too!
But how? How can my swift fighting style fail? Everyone, retreat now!
This fungi fighting is unlike anything else we've ever done before, and it's super fun. That beast tamer and her fungi work together pretty well, almost as well as the two of us. That's not what Paimon meant. Paimon just wanted to say that our opponent seems to have developed her own fighting style unique to her and her fungus. Oh, it'd be great if we were more tightly in sync with Bongo Head. Imagine if we could just look at him and he'd know exactly what to do. That would be amazing.
That's why it's so important to develop close connections with your teammates.
Nico and Layla, how's it going for you so far?
Twirly Whirly and the other shroom buddies were way stronger than I thought. Before I knew it, I'd knocked the opposition out. When I got back to the arena, I saw Miss Yai's opponent running away like they'd just seen a ghost. Miss Yai said she needed to find you and discuss something, so I came with her.
Little Layla here breezed through her first battle. Soka won hers by a hair's breadth, but mine was rather disappointing. My opponent was a frightful bore.
Well, it's only just started after all. It'd be a bit of a crazy tournament if everyone in the qualifiers was a prize fighter. But anyway, what was it you wanted to discuss with us?
You're getting smarter, aren't you, Paimon? I thought you'd need me to remind you, but no, you said it yourself. Our opponents will only get stronger as the tournament proceeds, so we mustn't let our guard down. Why don't we keep up the momentum from our respective first-round victories? Let's give our fungi some special training to strengthen our bonds with them.
Great idea! Stay one step ahead of the game. All right, guess it's Shroom Buddy's special training o'clock. Let's get to it!
The view here is wonderful. It smells of the rainforest here, and we're far enough away that no one will bother us. Let's have some fun with our fungi friends, then take a break to sample some of Sumeru's delectable snacks.
Yay! Snack time! Snack time! Wait a second. Aren't we here for training, though? Or did you put something in the snacks that'll improve our bonds with our fungi?
Even if I had that kind of power, I wouldn't dream of abusing it. I assure you, the dried fruits and pastries I brought are quite ordinary. Perhaps you thought I'd planned an intensive training session for you? That won't be necessary. On the contrary, when you're constantly on edge, you miss quite a lot of important things. Since the goal here is to bond with our fungi, we should treat them as friends and create happy memories with them. Eating and having fun together are vital components of friendship training. Imagine if all the Traveler ever thought about was making you stronger, forcing you to build rock-hard muscles just to watch you send Mitatrolls flying. Would you gladly comply?
Why are you looking at Paimon like that? Oh, don't you dare try anything like that, or Paimon will...
See? You and he have a very strong bond, but that doesn't mean you'd be happy for him to inflict a rigorous physical training regimen on you. Do you really think the fungi would be any more receptive when they've only just met you?
Huh. Well, when you put it like that...
Miss Yai is right. Also, I'm curious to see what would happen if the wisdom... Yeah, it takes time for friends to get to know each other properly and come to trust each other. I can't always rely on this gizmo to communicate with Twirly Whirly. It makes me feel like I'm giving orders.
Ah, yes. True love cannot be controlled by external forces. Little Layla's belief is a classic one.
But that would mean giving up control over the fungi. Is that really a good idea?
Go ahead and give it a try, little Layla. Don't worry, the little ones and I will be here to keep you safe.
Okay, is everyone ready? I'm gonna do it.
Look at that! Now that it's turned off, Twirly Whirly's moving around on its own again. But it's not attacking people nearby like it did before.
Perhaps the Wisdom Orb's technology doesn't allow people to control the fungi at all. Maybe it simply adjusts the fungi's temperaments, calming them down so that they're capable of forming connections with people. If this theory is correct, little Layla's wish may yet come true. Once you've gotten to know each other, you'll be able to freely communicate without using the Wisdom Orb.
Miko's right. Forget fancy schmancy technology. The real breakthrough here is the power of friendship.
I'll do my best. I want to learn all about Twirly Whirly's likes and dislikes, then buy lots of snacks from the almighty merchant.
Paimon wants to get to know the real Bongo Head, too. Let's try deactivating our Wisdom Orb, shall we?
Traveler, Paimon, Miss Yai, do you and your shrimp buddies want to join us? I think Twirly wants to play in the water over there.
You'd better be careful. Don't get too close to Blitzara when you're knee-deep in the water, or you might find yourself on the receiving end of a very unique lower leg massage.
Right. Paimon almost forgot. Should we let Bongo Head try something different? We could climb a tree together and see the view from the top. You two go ahead. We want Bongo Head to try something different since it's probably used to playing near water.
Oh, okay. Meet you back here later then. Hope you have a good time.
Bongo Head, we can do whatever you want to do. Just let us know. Paimon will probably understand you. Why isn't it responding? Guess Paimon will have to try using delicious treats to win its affection.
Help! Help me! Something's not right! Why are these fungi so aggressive?
Did you hear that? It sounds like someone... Hurry! Let's...
What are you doing here?
Hania? You saved the children?
I happened to be nearby. The children were mimicking what they'd seen the contestants doing and ended up getting surrounded by wild fungi. Fortunately, I heard the commotion and got here in time to save them.
That's so dangerous! Why are they trying to approach wild fungi without a wisdom orb?
It's hardly their fault. I was almost drawn in by the fungi's cute appearance once, too. Luckily, I remembered my family's stern warnings and the suffering that previous generations once endured, so I kept my distance. People never used to be under any illusion about how dangerous the fungi can be. But this Neelit polycup is changing people's perceptions, and now they're letting their guard down against the fungi. A consequence that Elhingen failed to foresee. I'm putting an end to this debacle, first chance I get. The Wisdom Orb is the perfect tool for exterminating fungi on a large scale. And once I win the tournament, they'll be mine to do with as I please.
What are you talking about, Hania? Exterminating fungi? Not in front of Pyro 1! Don't you care about its feelings? You're taking part in the tournament too, aren't you? You even taught us a few tips and tricks. You're clearly enjoying the event.
I'm quite certain Pyro 1 would back me up if it was capable of realizing the past mistakes of its kind. But regrettably, it's just a pawn controlled by a gadget. It will never understand human sentiments. As for why I taught you guys a few things, don't you realize? I saw your potential, and I wanted you to help me reach my goals. Yet here you are now pleading the fungi's case. You've gotten too deep in this absurd game. Looks like Golden Comet and Silver Companion don't deserve such a stellar reputation after all.
Wait! Don't go! We turned off our wisdom orb just now, and we were playing with the fungi and everything!
Ooh my, such a standout personality, and with the perfect dose of obstinacy. I sense dramatic events just waiting to unfold.
Nico? Layla? Oh, you heard the cries for help too, huh?
We were just talking about her as it happens. Little Layla told me that Hania gave you some guidance when you first entered the tournament, but after you met Layla, she very abruptly left. Looking at it now, she seems to be a classic case of a wrong path character. Blames the many for the mistakes of a few and seeks to wipe them all out of existence. She takes the wrong path because in her eyes, it is the most effective and sensible method of achieving her goal.
Fungi can definitely be aggressive and damage their environment, but some research also suggests that they're only acting in accordance with their nature, just like any other wild animals. The fungi have existed for a long time. No one knows what the ecological implications for the rainforest would be if they all got killed off suddenly.
Right! We shouldn't resort to extreme measures. No matter what Hania has been through, we can't let her do this just because she wants to.
You intend to stop her achieving victory? I can't say I didn't expect that response from you, but I hear she's one of the favorites to win this tournament. Are you prepared to face such a formidable opponent?
That's what you brought us here for, right? To get acquainted with our fungi friends so we can cooperate better with them? Wait, did you know all this was gonna happen?
It would be rather boring if I had arranged every last detail in advance. The chance encounter between you and Hania came as quite a pleasant surprise. Today's training ends here. The qualifiers should be over now. We should go and find out what to expect in the later stages.
Huh?
are a lot of people over there. Are they looking for something?
I heard that the organizers set up loads of message boards for the audience to leave comments and interact with each other. It sounds like a good way to encourage discussion about the tournament. I wonder if people will talk about me and Twirly Whirly. Oh, if only I could use this experience in one of my papers somehow.
Paimon thinks that's a great idea! You always need a ton of information to write a paper, and you can't always get the info you need. But this time, you're the one providing yourself with the information! You can write whatever you want!
That's a nice idea, Paimon. But I'm from the Ratawahiz, Darshan. The kind of information I'm gathering now would only be of any use to someone in the Amorta, Darshan.
Yeah! You can provide the information to Amurta students! Maybe sell it to the highest bidder! Wait, no! Royalties! Charge royalties!
Mora is a secondary consideration, but I could make it a fair trade by getting the Amorta students to read through some advanced papers for me and figure out what Twirly Whirly's kind likes. If I can narrow the search, it'll make my life a whole lot easier. I won't have to buy hundreds of different things and get Twirly Whirly to try them all. Just thinking about it makes me want to pass out.
Layla, that's an amazing idea! Please, get them to look into what Bongo Head likes too!
I'll do my best. When I get back, I'll write a letter and send it to the Amorta.
Little one, the pairings for the remaining 32 are out.
Huh? We'll be facing Soka next!
Oh, I've been looking forward to this a lot.
What are you so excited about? Aren't you worried that we'll knock your budding author out of the competition? If that happens, Yai Publishing House's nice little journey in Sumeru will come to a very abrupt end.
Oh, please, do your worst. I never asked Soka to win in the first place. After all, a life with no obstacles tends to narrow the mind. People and excellent. Ah, I'm looking forward to the next round. I'll await your good news.
Solidify!
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Quietly now.
There's still a long...
Illusion shattered! There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
For justice. Send one, send 'em all.
Yeah!
I wish my dream...
Are you feeling any better now?
Yes. I think the Dendro Archon made a really good point. I need to stop dwelling on my wife like this and move on with my life. Now that I think about it, my wife and I always meet at a familiar place in my dreams. I know where that place exists in reality, but it's a bit far and dangerous. I don't dare to go there on my own. But at the same time, I feel as if I should go and have a look anyway. Perhaps I'll be able to move on once I see that there's nothing there. Otherwise, I'll keep on feeling like everything is covered in a haze, like I'm only half awake. Once I can stop dreaming about that place, I'll probably be able to get my life back together. Actually, you two are adventurers, right? If it's okay with you, could you escort me to that place?
Yeah, it might also be a good chance for us to unwind. Even if you can't see your wife there, taking in some nice scenery will definitely help cheer you up.
Yeah, I hope so too.
All right, go ahead and get yourself ready then.
Are you headed off to some interesting place without telling me again?
Huh? Wait, aren't you supposed to be answering questions?
I just finished, and I really got a lot out of it. So many interesting and novel thoughts. Anyway, it looks like you're going somewhere. Why don't you take me with you?
Oh, there's no need to trouble you, great Dendro Archon. I imagine you must have many other important things to deal with.
No need to stand on ceremony. Besides, I wouldn't have asked to come along if I didn't have a good reason. I wanted to use this opportunity to discuss with you some things that are puzzling me right now.
Huh. I didn't know the great Dendro Archon could become puzzled too.
I'm not all that different from you, you know. All right, let's go. We can talk on the way.
It's always nice to go for a leisurely stroll.
Huh. Do adventurers often go to places like this? Huh. I guess so.
So, this is where you always meet your wife in your dreams?
Yes, for the most part. Our place is on the summit, just up ahead. When I saw her in my dreams, we didn't do anything but talk about ordinary, mundane topics. I'd tell her about our daughter, Haidar, and she always listened intently. She would also reminisce about the past with me, telling me interesting stories and cracking jokes. It feels like no matter how long we may chat, it's never enough.
Sometimes, it's the little things in life that matter the most.
This is the part I'm a little puzzled about. I'm very familiar with dreams, and normally, they lack logic and continuity. But you said she could remember what you had told her before, right?
That's right. She always listened to me carefully in real life, and now, she's doing the same in my dreams. She always surprises me with some details from our lives in the real world. The fact that she can remember such things makes me feel like she's alive.
Whoa, that's pretty weird. Well, dreams are kind of weird to begin with.
However, the problem is that his dreams have too much structure and continuity. Most dreams are far more fragile than you can imagine. For example, a loud noise outside your window in the real world could cause your dream self to get loaded into and fired out of a big cannon. Another example. If you're thirsty in the real world, then you might find yourself trudging through a desert in your dream. But the appearance of your wife seems unusually stable and unaffected by any outside interference. Statistically, this should be extremely rare.
I don't understand it either. But I have no reason to suspect or reject these dreams. They're too beautiful.
But I still want to figure out the how and the why. These kind of dreams are novel to me as well. That's why I want to have a look at the scene your dreams have been taking place at. Let's go. Just think of it as a nice little hike to the top of the mountain.
Well, he really wasn't kidding. This place definitely isn't safe.
No matter. We'll just finish them quickly.
Huh? Are you going to fight too, Nahida?
Of course. This is all part of our little trip.
Gather!
Gotcha! There is no escape!
The scenery here is amazing! mind spending some time here every day either.
I've yet to see anything strange about this place. I do not plan to deny the power of longing. Such an intense but unquantifiable emotion could indeed have the power to organize dreams.
His wife must be a really amazing person. Huh? Wait, where'd he go?
Oh, so you are waiting for me here? Well, guess what? I've brought someone amazing with me today. When the Dendro Archon said she wanted to come with me, I could hardly believe it. I'll bring Haidar once I'm more familiar with the way here. She's been telling me that she really misses you.
Huh? What's wrong with him? There's nobody there.
Wait, Minar. Don't go that way. It's dangerous.
Uh-oh, he's gonna fall! Catch him!
Luckily he didn't fall. But what was all that rambling about? He also looks like he's passed out.
He's in the dream now. What he said just now matches almost perfectly with the dreams he's described to us earlier.
Oh, so he fell asleep and started to have the same dream?
I find it a little strange as well, but we mustn't awaken someone while they're sleepwalking. All we can do is sit here and wait.
Huh? Minar. Where's Minar?
Oh, good! You're finally awake!
What happened? Huh? Sleepwalking? Oh, right. It was all just a dream. The moment I reached the summit, I saw my wife, Minar, sitting there, and walked over to her. After I introduced her to you, she seemed a little flustered and started walking away. I told her to stop because of the cliff, and then she seemed to suddenly disappear. A strong wind started to blow around me and the sky grew dark. When I realized something wasn't right, I woke up.
That sounds pretty wild. Maybe you were just too tired.
I don't think so. I slept a lot yesterday, and I don't feel very sleepy now.
Maybe we've affected the way his subconscious constructs dreams by following him here. Anyway, all that matters is that you woke up safe and sound.
I think I know what happened now. I'm sorry. If it weren't for you, I would have fallen.
Let's head back now. Don't come back to this place again for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Nahida, what's on your mind? Paimon's a little worried now.
We still don't have enough evidence to work off of, so it's hard to draw any reliable conclusions yet. But I'm concerned that Ilmon's case may not be unique to him.
Oh, right! Come to think of it, there were lots of people from the event who had vivid memories of their dreams.
Right. And not only at a moment of dreams, there may be people like this all across Sumeru. We need to understand what's happening and the rate of its development as soon as possible.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's head back. Stop standing there, Ilmon. Let's go.
Oh, you're back already. How'd it go?
We have an emergency on our hands. Please notify everyone here that while they can continue to discuss their dreams, they mustn't try to visit or recreate the locations and scenes that they have been experiencing in them.
What? All right, if that's the wish of the great Dendro Archon. But could you at least tell me what happened? You all look so serious. I see. I never knew even a dream could be so dangerous. Don't worry. I'll be sure to notify all the event participants and inform the other staff members about what has happened. Using the event registration list, I should be able to contact more people that were interested in dreams and warn them about the situation.
Thank you. That would be very helpful.
Let me confirm if all of today's participants are still here. Atta has already left. It seemed that he was on his way to make a hammer, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, wait a second. Where's Katya? Has anyone seen Katya? Has she already left?
Oh, I think she already left. She said there was somewhere she wanted to go.
Oh no. Did she want to look for the place from her dreams too?
Can you tell us where she went?
Yes, she did briefly mention it. Somewhere near Chatrakam Cave.
Alright, thank you. We'll go look for her. Please help us tell the others not to do anything reckless.
Sure thing. Who would have known things would have turned out like this?
Look! She's sitting over there! And surrounded by monsters!
Come on, let's rescue her!
Yeah!
Quietly now. Illusion shattered!
Everyone hold hands!
Yeah! Look! She's sitting over there! And surrounded...
Come on, let's rescue her!
Gotcha. There is no escape.
Commit it to memory.
Quietly now.
She seems to be in the same condition as Ilman earlier.
Yes, but luckily she hasn't been injured or jolted awake yet. Let's carefully move her somewhere safer.
See you tomorrow, Professor Aisha. Huh? Why am I back here again? dreaming? But what about Professor Aisha? Oh, I see. It was all just a dream. Well, that makes sense. After all, it hasn't changed a single bit.
Huh? What's it?
Nearly 20 years, and it still hasn't bloomed.
Does it have something to do with your dream? Please, tell us what you mean.
Sorry. I'm still feeling a little groggy. Please give me a moment here. Alright, where to start? Right, this plant. So, Professor Aisha gave me this plant just before she left. She was a good friend of my parents, and my first real tutor. She was also an outstanding Amorta researcher. In addition to her extraordinary academic talents, she was also skilled in combat and would accept lots of work from the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, so you mean she's left on an adventure?
Yes. When I was about 10 years old, she told me that she must go look for the secrets of the Abyss, and that she would be gone for a long time. I grabbed hold of her and wouldn't let go. I didn't know what the Abyss was. I just knew that she was like family to me. She hugged me, and we cried for some time until I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was already back home. She still decided to leave, but had left behind a letter for me saying that I was the person she cared for most in this world. She claimed that investigating the Abyss could help more ordinary people protect the people and things they care about. She had obtained some important evidence during her past adventures. If she didn't set off right away, she might miss the perfect opportunity.
Guess Ad Astra Abyssosque isn't just a slogan.
She left a seed in the letter, telling me that if it sprouted and bloomed, then she'd come back no matter what sort of risky situation she was in. She said she looked forward to seeing me all grown up. But strangely, I've tried watering it, feeding it, everything I could think of. But I've never been able to get it to bloom. I even went to ask the Amorta researchers, and they couldn't explain it either.
May I have a look at the plant?
Of course. I was hoping the great Dendro Archon could help me solve this problem.
Let me see.
Huh? We've never seen that look on Nahida's face before. She looks a little unwell. Hold on, we'll be right back. What's wrong, Nahida? You can't tell what's wrong with the plant either?
No, I immediately understood what's happening with that plant. I'm just not sure if I should say it. This plant is not known to the academic world. It's a new species that our teacher managed to cultivate by some special means. Judging by its features, I can tell from the moment it sprouted it'll never be able to bloom.
It can't be.
It means that this Professor Aisha she keeps mentioning might have foreseen the danger and was prepared to never return. From my experience observing people, she would undoubtedly regard this as a brutal revelation. When forced to confront such brutal truths, people may break down into tears, talk nonsense, or lose their tempers. I know she has to face the truth, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt her. Tell me, what should I do?
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Seems like you've already got a good idea of the feelings she might experience.
But wouldn't that mean I'm just pushing it all on you? What if she just gets angry at you instead?
It's all right. There are all kinds of people, and the examples you observed are just the most extreme cases.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's go back and tell her.
Huh? It'll never bloom? But how's that possible? If a plant is unable to bloom, doesn't that mean it can't reproduce either? All that's left for it to do is slowly wither away. Are you saying she never intended to return? Seriously? So everything she said was a lie?
But she meant well. Since the separation was inevitable, she hoped that you would be able to come to grips with such a cruel parting a little later in life. Yeah, her love, care, and attention to you, all those warm moments were real.
I guess she had hoped that you could understand and respect her choice after learning the truth.
I see. Sorry, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's just so much to take in. The dreams are so beautiful. Yet reality is heartlessly cold. I really thought she had come back. I had so much to tell her.
These dreams may not be as pure and beautiful as they seem. Some kind of power may be exploiting your feelings.
Really?
Yes. So with that in mind, until our investigation is completed, please return to the event and ignore any further temptations from your dreams.
I see. Thank you for rescuing me, and sorry for the trouble. Luckily, the plant didn't get hurt either. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything left to remember her by.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. She seems to have finally accepted the truth, but I think she'll still need a long time to come to terms with her feelings. I saw her waver the moment you mentioned love. It was almost like a gentle rain, arriving just in time to put out a fire that was about to spread.
It's because people have something called empathy.
Empathy? I see. This is valuable knowledge indeed.
By the way, you said there may be something that's trying to exploit their feelings. Any idea what that might be?
Yes. What's common between Ilmon and Katya's cases is that they've both lost someone dear to them. And now, they get to meet the people they cherish in their dreams again, and the people feel more real than anything a regular dream could hope to create. Instead of interpreting it as a result of their longing, I have to consider a more antagonistic explanation. Someone is taking advantage of their longing.
Yeah, they're just causing these people to dream. What are they after?
This is exactly what we need to investigate. Anyway, let's pay another visit to a moment of dreams. I have a bad feeling about all this. I hope things haven't gotten any worse.
Take it easy.
Phew!
We're back. How's everything here?
I am so sorry, Great Dendro Archon. We're still trying to figure out how to explain the whole thing to everyone. Because of your warning, we've brought dreamers here even if they were completely unaware of the danger. But some of them have already fallen asleep, and they haven't woken up for a long time. I fear there's nothing we can do about it. A moment of dreams is just a small interest group. We don't have enough staff members to handle this.
Just as I expected. It seems my guess was correct.
It's the Dendro Archon. She's back.
What happened? Why have we been gathered here?
Many of you here have been experiencing some beautiful dreams. But I'm sorry to tell you that based on our investigation, there's some kind of conspiracy behind them. Before we learn the truth, please don't try to recreate the scenes in your dreams. Whatever you see, don't be tempted by them.
Huh? But...
I don't think it's a big deal. Aren't we just dreaming? It's not like dreams will have an effect on others.
We've already met 2 people who ran off to the countryside alone and got caught in dangerous situations by falling to the temptations in their dreams.
That's right! These aren't just dreams! It's serious!
All right, I get it.
So does that mean once we have some conclusive results from the investigation, we can continue to enjoy these dreams?
Yeah, I still want to visit my sister in my dreams. I'm sorry if what I'm about to say sounds a little offensive, Great Dendro Archon, but we had a discussion with the folks who just arrived here. In all of our dreams, we were able to reunite with people who were very close to us. They all seemed as if they were alive again, which makes us reluctant to wake up.
Yes, that's also what we've observed in our investigation.
So if the results of this investigation would mean an end to those dreams, that'd be quite cruel to us. All of us understand the danger, but perhaps you can't quite understand just how much those people mean to us. I don't think everyone will be on board with the plan to abandon these dreams for good. Before the conclusion of the investigation, they'll at least want to meet the people in their dreams one last time and say goodbye.
We've never had such a difficult situation before. It appears that not many people are willing to cooperate.
So they still want to return to their dreams despite knowing the danger?
That's right. Compared with these sweet and beautiful dreams, our warnings of danger are dull and emotionless. It looks like the situation will inevitably spiral out of control. The more time we waste, the more people will ignore our warnings and return to their alluring dreams.
So, what should we do?
Seems we have to go into a dream and find out the truth for ourselves. Pedrush, is there anyone here who's experiencing a marvelous dream right now?
Let me think. Yes, this way.
Good. Please take us there.
This lady refused to heed our warnings and fell asleep here a little earlier.
She's only asleep and hasn't started sleepwalking. It seems she hasn't sunk too deep into her dream yet.
Do we also need to fall asleep if we want to go into her dream?
Don't worry about that. I'm Lesser Lord Kusanali after all. Now, don't be nervous. Just close your eyes. Imagine yourselves as waves gradually rolling onto the beach. You slowly wash over the shore and sink into the sand.
What's wrong, Traveler? You look a little disoriented. Oh, okay. Just remember that Paimon is always here for you. Anyway, seems like we've made it into the dream.
I thought we would arrive at some familiar scene, but we seem to have landed in a completely unfamiliar place.
Whoa! So many giant plants! Even in the sky! Amazing.
Theoretically, we should have gone straight into Debbie's dream. Things do seem to have gone a bit sideways here. Anyway, let's see if we can find any leads.
Solidify!
Game's up. Fun is over.
Yeah, I see everything. Hey!
Huh? A door? Wonder where it could lead. Well, it's not like we have any other way to go now. Let's go in and have a look. Hey, this place looks familiar. Isn't it Puspa Cafe? Oh, Paimon sees Debbie! She's right over there! Looks like we've come to the right place.
These alluring dreams often portray a scene from real life, which concurs with our previous findings.
Really? But what about that space we were in just now? You can't mean... this is another collective dream?
Yes. Given that so many people have been experiencing these beautiful dreams, I would say it's very likely that they're interconnected. Compared to an interconnected dream, independent individual dreams would be much harder to manage and manipulate.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. Well, let's go talk with Debbie. Oh, but there are some other people next to her. Are they dreaming too?
If this space is exclusive to Debbie's dream, then the others beside her are most likely the people she cherishes. Anyway, we should confirm that first, just to be sure.
Huh. How do we do that?
Just leave it to me. I see everything.
How could they be? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Huh? She sounds a little hesitant. I've confirmed that this dream belongs only to Debbie, because I'm unable to hear the thoughts of the other two people with her.
So, this is the power of the Dendro Archon? Paimon...
Don't worry. I don't often use my powers like this. It's rather impolite. Alright, I need to get myself ready. It won't be easy to break it to her, but there's no avoiding it now.
The Great Dendro Archon! What brings you here?
I'm sorry to interrupt your celebration, but... have you noticed that what's happening here doesn't quite match up with your memories?
I don't quite understand. Great Dendro Archon. What do you mean?
I get it! The Dendro Archon is trying to say that it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we're able to gather here.
Hey, how about a cup of coffee for all of you? My treat. We just returned from a fruitful adventure.
Memories. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity?
Think carefully. You of all people should know what really happened to them. Are you sure that meeting here and chatting the day away like this isn't just a product of your own wishful thinking?
Yes. The reports from the Steambird were true. The ship they were on struck a reef and sank. And I never heard from Basima and Gaspar again.
Hey, come on now. What are you talking about, Debbie?
Yeah, trust your memories. Nothing you see here is real.
I get it now. This is a dream, isn't it? But since it's my dream, it doesn't matter if this is real or not. I enjoy the way things are here. I no longer have to face the tragedies of real life. These friends mean the world to me. Nobody else can understand me like they do. There's nothing wrong with continuing this dream. Is there?
I'm worried that if you were to continue dreaming like this, the lines between dreams and reality will gradually become too blurred for you. These dreams will always give you what you want, while reality remains full of pain and difficult situations. If you're not careful, you can get hurt.
Don't worry. I still have control. I won't let it go that far.
Are you sure?
Hey, how about we put all this troublesome stuff aside and get back to our coffee and snacks, Whether it's just a dream or real life, you should be happy.
You can't just brush off something like this. We don't even know how you people got here or where you even came from. Sorry. Paimon didn't mean to upset anyone.
No, it's all right. I understand that you're just trying to look out for me.
It seems that for now, this place is still relatively harmless for you. But I wonder if there's any way to go deeper into the dream.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I once heard a strange voice tell me that there's an entrance here. I'm not interested in checking it out at the moment, but maybe I'll go in and have a look later.
Okay, thanks for your help. Just as I expected, we're only on the surface of this dream. Let's go.
Hey!
It's all just a dream.
What are we doing here again? Wait a second. We were just up there. No, down there? Did we go up or down?
Don't panic. This is how dreams work. We've left Debbie's dream, but the dream is still continuing onward. I'm not sure where it'll lead us. This dream has the ability to create imaginary people, which is why people are so unwilling to wake up.
If it weren't for what we just saw, Paimon might still find that a bit hard to believe.
I have a guess. If these dreams are connected, then there should be some sort of order to them. The fact that Debbie was able to realize that she was dreaming means that she is not very deep in the dream yet. But the space we're in has been turned upside down. Do you remember the characteristics of dreams that I mentioned earlier?
Oh, right! Dreams are chaotic.
That's right. It's possible that we're heading deeper into this dream now, and the deeper we go, the closer we'll get to the essence of the dream.
Right! So the answers might be waiting for us deeper in the dream!
Yes, and we should get ready for whatever we may encounter.
It looks like we may need to put something inside there.
mother!
Things are about to get dicey. Shine down!
Sharing my knowledge. I see everything. Hey! Whoa! When it rains, it seems to disappear slowly. Yes, and it appears again as soon as the rain stops. It's less like a flower, and more like a dendro slime that's trying to keep out of sight. Here we go again with the heat of the Nelly. Huh? Are we back up here again? Wait. I'm confused. Are we up here or down there? Good thing we didn't fall. Yes, we did. We just fell upwards. That's not helping, Shakira! Paimon has no clue what's going on anymore. Wait, weren't we already here a little earlier? This is probably Ilmon's dream. Huh? Why would he start dreaming again? Yes, but it seems that the danger isn't enough to stop him from longing for his wife. Based on what we've learned so far, he must be sleeping more deeply for his dreams to appear here. But fortunately, he already knows us from before, so hopefully we'll be able to wake him up. Ilmon!
Oh, it's you! Incredible! I didn't know you would appear in my dream, too.
Did you say dream? Wait, so you know this is a dream?
Of course. Such good things rarely happen to me in real life these days. Here, let me introduce everyone. This is Minar, my wife who I mentioned before. And this is our daughter, Hydar.
Hello. It's a great honor to meet the Dendro Archon.
Whoa, Dad! You know the Dendro Archon? That's amazing! And what's this? Is it a new toy?
No, it's Paimon, not a toy! Anyway, now's not the time for that! Nahida, this doesn't seem to add up with what we were expecting.
You're right. Let me think for a bit here.
Oh, right! We didn't see him in a moment of dreams earlier. Paimon thought he'd gone home.
Sorry. I just had to make sure that Hydar could get a chance to see her mother. I had gotten pretty familiar with the hike, so I brought Hydar with me. I'm just glad we didn't meet any monsters along the way.
Yes, I'm glad too. I didn't expect her to grow up so fast. It must have been very hard for him. I regret not being able to fulfill my role as a wife and a mother.
No, don't talk like that. Let's leave all that unhappy stuff behind for now. Even if we're in a dream, it's still a blessing that we've been able to reunite in this way.
What should we do now? Should we tell him the truth?
You can let me break the news. I should be the one to do it. I'm sorry, but I should tell you that your dream did not create us. We are real people with our own consciousness. Like the last time we met, we are still investigating this dream, and we've already learned some things about it.
So you mean there's something nefarious with this dream as well?
Ilmon, what's going on?
It seems the reunion of our family is destined to only be temporary.
Huh? Is Mom leaving?
Maybe. But in all likelihood, that is indeed how things will end.
Oh. No, Mom, you can't leave!
I'm afraid I don't quite understand what's going on. Don't worry, Haidar. Mom's not going anywhere. Please, don't cry.
Minar doesn't understand any of this. I'm fully aware that this is a dream, so that's why I've never told her the truth, but... Never mind. It's not like I would know what to say. I mean, I don't get any of the complicated stuff. But regardless of whether this dream is good or bad, you're here to resolve it, right?
Yes.
Then please, let us enjoy this moment for just a while longer. Regardless of whatever caused this dream to come to pass, I feel extremely grateful to have had the chance to reunite with my family. But does this dream really have to disappear?
I'm afraid so. Sorry.
Okay, I see. Please, come this way. You can go even deeper into the dream by heading in this direction. I have heard that the further down you go, the more pleasant the dreams become. And the more you want to stay. The answer you're looking for may also be found there. Go ahead.
Thank you for helping us. And I'm truly sorry.
You're welcome. It's not like I have any say in the matter. I'm just an ordinary person after all. Who am I to interfere with the work of a god? I'll be right behind you. I should at least let Minar and Haidar know what's going on here. Otherwise, my daughter might be mad at her mother after we wake up.
We're not doing something bad, are we, Nahida?
That depends on how you define good and bad.
It's the same place again. This place is almost like a flight of stairs that connects all the dreams together.
But they appear to be getting more and more aggressive. Regular stairs wouldn't try to attack us.
Right. Something seems to be off about our theory. Ilmon is clearly aware that he's dreaming, and he's enjoying it. Rather than dreaming on a deeper level, he almost seemed more awake.
I believe we're on the right track, but we just need another explanation. It's not that the dreams are getting deeper, it's the owner's attachment to the dreams that's getting stronger. But you would never mistake dreams for real life, right?
Sometimes, Paimon almost wishes her dreams could be real. But it's just a quick thought. It's not long before Paimon's thinking about other things, like sticky honey roast.
Listen, we're real beings living in the real world, and that's where our focus should be. This also explains the insubstantiality of our dreams. No matter what they may become, we don't really care. But if we decide to abandon reality and embrace our dreams, then our dreams will become far more substantial.
Oh, wait! Paimon's starting to get it now?
Your mind will begin to build the dream far more attentively, which in turn will make it feel more real. Do you remember how the Akasha can turn dreams into jnana energy? Constructing a realistic dream consumes a similar energy.
Does that mean there's a host of these dreams here like Milu during the Subzero's festival? If we wake that person up, this collective dream will end, right?
Most likely. But the collective dream in Sumeru City was created by the Akasha, and now the Akasha has been turned off. This has nothing to do with the Aranara, and humans are not capable of creating a collective dream, which means...
Huh? So, did someone manage to restart the Akasha?
That's impossible. But they are probably a scholar of the Academia who had a close connection with the Akasha. Even so, how did they manage to do it? And how did they choose the host? Yeah, we haven't gotten to the end yet. Once we know their motive, all the questions will resolve themselves.
Busted! There is no escape!
I see everything! Make yourselves at home! Yeah!
Solidify!
Gotcha! Shine down!
Grow!
All the water that used to be here has turned into rain!
Then let's get through here before the water level rises.
We finally made it! The destination is right ahead! Wow! A new place! Well, it's just new to Paimon in this dream.
This should be the final destination.
Huh? Really? Yeah, these are just ordinary city streets.
I have powers related to dreams, so it's usually easy for me to tell who's dreaming and who's created by dreams. I guess only those who have thoroughly accepted this dream will be able to come here.
There are so many people here. How can we find the host?
Don't worry, I have a way. Everyone hold hands!
Shadia has such good taste. I can never go wrong with her opinion.
No, it doesn't seem to be her.
Anisa's always so calm. I wish I were the same.
He's just in an ordinary dream, so it shouldn't be him.
Shadia has such good taste. I can never go wrong with her opinion.
No, it doesn't seem to be her.
Hey!
Shadia has such good taste. I can never go wrong with her opinion. What should I buy? Ooh, let me have a look.
I see everything!
Who doesn't want a dream to last forever?
He's just entered the dream recently. It's definitely not him.
Sometimes I wish Rakesh could be more assertive, but I guess I'm also happy enough with the way things are.
No, it's not her, unfortunately.
You know, I've heard that plants grow better if you play music for them. And on that note, it's been a while since I last heard you play.
Sorry, I've been a little busy these last couple days. Oh, the Dendro Archon. What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, welcome, Great Dendro Archon. And your companions, too. Welcome. I'm Amira. I run the flower shop here. And this is my husband, Moses.
Yes, how may we help you?
You already know all about me. There's no need for all the pleasantries. Perhaps I should call you the dream's owner?
As expected of the Dendro Archon. I'm sorry, Amira. It seems my research has attracted the Dendro Archon's attention. Why don't you go back to the flower shop? I'll come help you a little later.
Okay, of course, dear. I'll see you later.
It appears that I was too naive to think I could deceive the Dendro Archon in person like this. To avoid looking like too much of a fool, allow me to ask the first question. How well would you say you understand this dream?
This dream was built by the Akasha, and it has the power to create imaginary people who no longer exist in the real world. As for you, you found a unique way to become the owner of this dream, going so far as to have even given up the ability to wake up again. Given up the ability to wake up?
Impressive! You truly are the embodiment of wisdom. Please, tell me how you were able to arrive at such a conclusion. In return, I'll answer the question you're most curious about.
It's simple. Apart from you, this space only consists of real people who are dreaming and imaginary people who are created here. Although you are here and appear no different from the others, I can't sense your dream. How can I wake up a person who's already awake?
Fascinating.
Since you're the fully awake owner of this dream, it can never collapse from you waking up. Theoretically, this should also give you absolute control over this place. I have to admit, it really doesn't get much better than that. But even knowing all of that, one question remains. How did you do it?
Isn't the answer right in front of you, Great Dendro Archon? It's because I've dedicated my entire reality to this dream. I uploaded my entire consciousness into the Akasha when it was still running. Actually, this all started because of an accident. My original goal was not about the Akasha or a collective dream.
No. You were motivated above all to create a hyper-realistic person. The desire to reconnect with a real loved one is the one shared sentiment between all our dreamers.
That's right. However, human models are too complicated. Only the Akasha has a jnana energy supply powerful enough for me to generate and sustain my models. The Akasha is truly magnificent. If I siphoned a minuscule amount of its energy, nobody would even notice. And even this minuscule amount of energy was already more than enough for my purposes. Even using just crude methods, I was still able to train a fairly realistic person. I named my first work Amira.
Huh? You mean the girl we just saw?
She and I entered the academia on the same day. Starting with admission procedures, we bumped into each other 6 times on just that first day. And because of that one day, we eventually went on to fall in love. We studied, conducted research, and made breakthroughs together. Our rhythm was always in step. I felt like we were 2 separate bodies that shared the same heart. However, Elazar later took her from me. Yes, I need more training samples to perfect Amira's personality. I found their details in the Akasha's database. Using the pretext of testing for mental health disorders, I implanted signaling devices in their bodies. This way I could connect them to a network, and Amira could feel their yearning. Little by little, they helped her to grow and develop a warm, human personality. To improve my efficiency and allow myself to focus on nothing but my research, I uploaded my consciousness as well, and became a part of the network.
So, technically speaking, it's not that you won't wake up, it's that you can't wake up.
Yes, because the Akasha was suddenly turned off, I lost all of my jnana energy. I became imprisoned in the very network I had constructed. At first, I panicked. But, after coming to grips with the situation, I realized that I could restart this world as long as I could find a replacement source of jnana energy.
That means everyone in the network is providing you with jnana energy!
That's all there really is to it. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I'm just saving them as well as myself. I provide a beautiful dream, and in return, I harvest their jnana energy as fuel for the dream. They can wake up any time they wish. People need to sleep anyway, so why not have some beautiful dreams while they rest?
I agree. This is the home we spent a great deal of effort on to build for ourselves.
Yeah, she's right. We're staying here of our own free will.
I don't understand this at all, but I just want to spend some more time with my family. I don't want them to be sad.
Thank you, dear. Great Dendro Archon, I hope you can understand.
You don't need to gather around here. It's all right. The Great Dendro Archon is nothing if not kind and considerate towards her people. She won't interfere with what we're doing here.
Uh-oh, now he's playing dirty!
It seems like I won't need you to answer my last question. You're willing to tell me all your secrets because you have nothing to fear. If you use real people as your weapon and turn them against their Archon, then there's nothing the Archon can do.
They just want to be with the people they cherish. I don't think there's anything wrong with me providing them with that opportunity. They don't wish to eternally part with their spouses and friends. What's so wrong about that? If you understood humans a little better, or had also experienced firsthand the absolute devastation of loss, then perhaps you wouldn't be so cold towards us.
If you had used your talents and determination for a just cause, you could have become a sage of the new generation. Unfortunately, you've committed one of the 6 cardinal sins of the Academia by attempting the forbidden and fearing none. You equated people's feelings with cold jnana energy and deprived them of the pain that they have to face. You lured them into these dreams and even now remain completely unaware of how evil all of this truly is.
Pain? Luring? Those kinds of things haven't existed here from the moment this world was created.
She's right here. This is Ilmon's child, Haidar.
Huh? My daughter? What's wrong with her?
This dream relies on a set network, which means that only those with devices planted in their bodies can enter this world. Carefully think back and retrace your steps.
I secretly went back to the mountainside with Haidar. Minar was already there waiting for me, and Haidar was able to see her mother. You mean she isn't actually the real Haidar?
No, because unlike you, she can't enter this dream. The moment you came into this dream, it created a Haidar to realize your wish of reuniting with your family. So, tell me, where's the real Haidar?
She's still out there on the mountainside.
That's right. And she must have been terrified to see her father not in his right mind. Not to mention the monsters in that area. The situation is very dangerous.
If Haidar's still out there, then...
What are you talking about, Dad? I don't understand.
I must wake up right now. I can't leave her there alone.
Oh.
It seems the others have also remembered something. People try to avoid pain and stay in their perceived bubbles of safety out of an instinct to protect themselves. This is human nature, but it is also one of their weaknesses. However, why are there still so many people striving to move forward even when they know the path ahead is dangerous and painful? It's because people don't only live for themselves. They have families, loved ones, friends, and communities. They have dreams that they are still trying to achieve. But in this dream, you showed them only the most comfortable and soothing things. This entire world has been built on the foundation of buried and unseen pain. It's all just a well-devised scam.
It seems like I've stayed in the dream for too long.
I still have so many things I haven't done.
I thought gods didn't understand humans. That would have explained why they created such a flawed world where countless tragedies took place. I didn't expect you to arrive at the answer through sheer power of observation. But unfortunately, it means nothing now. If you wanted to spend a little time in the waking world, go right ahead. In any case, I wanted to spend some time alone with Amira. As long as this dream continues to exist, you'll come back. Humans aren't as strong as you think, and even if you're a god, they won't always listen to you. It's time to purge all the extraneous data and noise.
Monsters, be careful! All of you, please get out of here and find somewhere safe.
I am the master of this dream. I can create endless waves of monsters with the snap of a finger. Don't worry, they'll wake up before they get hurt. Amira doesn't like to see others in pain. If you know what's good for you, leave now!
Quiet Here comes the catch.
Stabilize!
Busted.
Shine down!
Share my knowledge. Everyone hold hands.
Quietly now.
There is no escape!
You haven't won just yet. This dream is mine! If I go into hiding here, not even an Archon can ever find me. And as long as people yearn for happiness, they will return here and rebuild this paradise!
Hey, stop! What's that? The dream is spiraling out of control and is collapsing now.
Oh no. Amira! 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 Amira, are you all right?
I don't feel well.
No, no, no! Please, no!
Get away from there! Don't ruin my flowers!
What should I do? Where did it go?
He left because he doesn't want you anymore.
The Temple of Wisdom. I see everything.
Gotcha.
Illusion shattered!
Time to go! Shut up!
Just aside for yourself.
Who am I? I'm not Amira.
Glad that's over. But what happened just now?
He's not very proficient in using the Akasha's technology, and he spent a lot of Jnana energy creating monsters. Now the system is out of control. All the people he created also turned into monsters, including Amira. It's terrible, even for a dream.
Even Paimon's freaked out. Paimon can't imagine what they're going through.
The good news is that the chaos seems to have subsided. Now we only need to wake up the people here and let them return to their real lives.
Amira. My dear Amira. They're all gone. It was just a big dream after all. I couldn't change my fate, and my knowledge turned out to be useless. What a cruel world.
Do you still think this is our fault?
I don't care about that anymore. The Jnana energy used to sustain this dream has all been transformed into monsters. This dream will soon collapse and my consciousness along with it. Let me disappear with Amira. I'd rather turn into dust than to ever wake up again.
It seems that everything that's happened is too much for him. He's lost all hope.
I think seeing Amira turn into a monster was punishment enough for him. After comprehending the hollowness of the unreal, it's time to revisit the meaning of existence.
Existence? I'm different from the others. I've long given up everything outside of my consciousness.
Using my knowledge of the Akasha, I have a way to extract your consciousness from here and put it inside a knowledge capsule. The Academia has probably kept your body, so you should be able to wake up soon.
No need. Just let me disappear. Reality means nothing to me now.
This isn't compassion. I won't let you escape your punishment by simply disappearing. As for your life after that, it'll be up to you how you want to exist. Alright, Traveler and Paimon, we should go back. We can finally wrap up this whole thing.
Uh-huh. What's wrong, Nahida?
Oh, nothing. Let's tell the people here to gather at a moment of dreams after they wake up.
Oh, great! You're awake! Everybody has started to wake up, and we've heard similar reports from around the city as well. From the looks of it, you were able to successfully resolve the issue.
Yes, though it took us a good deal of effort. There will be many people gathering here shortly, so please do your best to maintain order. I need to go to the Academia with them now, but we'll be back soon.
Are we going to ask about that scholar?
Yes, but it may take some time for him to wake up after his consciousness returns to his body. We can leave the rest to the Matra.
Go!
It's the great Dendro Archon. How can I help you?
I would like to check the registration records of a Ksharawar scholar. He should be in an unconscious state right now.
Okay, just a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting, Dendro Archon. We have confirmed that there's a scholar named Beinuni who's been unconscious for a while. The cause was improper operation of the Akasha. He hasn't regained consciousness yet, and is still receiving treatment at Bimarstan.
Huh? Isn't his name Musace?
I guess he didn't want to be recognized or bothered by anyone. Please, give the knowledge stored in this to the Matra and ask them to import it into Beinuni's brain.
Understood. But for safety reasons, I need to know why.
It's simple. This contains his consciousness. It's long been trapped inside of a dream. He's committed an act that affected the safety of Sumeru. After he wakes up, I'll inform the General Mahamatra of all the details.
I see. I'll take care of this right away. Thank you, Great Dendro Archon.
No problem. Alright. Everyone should have gathered at a Moment of Dreams by now. Let's head back.
With the wind. Huh? Let's be quiet and just listen in. I wonder what she's going to say.
Hello, all of you who have just woken up. I'm sorry for interrupting your beautiful dreams. I may have acted a little cold when handling things in the dream. I sincerely apologize for that. Dreams have amazing power. They inspire us to remain resolute in the face of adversity and help those with aspirations achieve their desires. But dreams also have the potential to exploit people, confuse the senses, and distort the truth. Unfortunately, you were all chosen as prey for an elaborate scheme. As I've said before, I'm still learning and cannot fully empathize with the pain of all the loss you've experienced. But just take a good look around you, and you'll see many other people who have had similar experiences. You should be proud that you've been able to gather here and look toward the future together. The path of life is long, and it's hard for us to see the destination. This leads us to ask a lot of difficult questions. What's the meaning of life? What's the purpose of my existence? Why do I keep experiencing pain and loss? Of course, the most comfortable choice is to stop progressing, give up thinking, and just keep repeating whatever you're already familiar with. Whenever you have such thoughts, just look at the people and things around you. Some people work hard all day so that their families can have a hot meal on the table at night. Some people travel all over the world in order to create art that resonates with all of Teyvat. Some venture in search of the world's secrets to prevent rapidly approaching, yet still unknown, world-shattering catastrophes. Life is not just about yourself. Each and every one of your actions shapes you and the world around you. Look, friends and family will remember what you've done, and even some people you've never met may benefit from your actions. Therefore, many people will strive forward to forge new paths, even if they have to endure great pain to do so. Once you begin your journey on that same difficult yet rewarding path, you'll come to know the answers to those big existential questions, yet they will no longer feel as life-defining as they did before. But if you were to believe that life is nothing but an empty, ephemeral dream, then that's also the only thing it'll ever become. You're free to choose how you want to live your lives, but as your Archon, I should first make this information known to everyone. In the end, it's up to you whether you want to embrace a beautiful dream at the cost of your real life.
Nahida said she wanted to speak with us alone. It seems like she went to the plaza in front of the academia. Phew.
Huh?
Phew. You're amazing,
good at manipulating the weaknesses of human nature, but perhaps he himself had fallen prisoner to them long ago. That dream was incredibly beautiful and enticing. Ordinary people couldn't see through it and easily lost themselves within it. But as long as you can still wake up, you can still move forward with your life. Huh? What makes you say that?
Right! You said that you didn't understand human feelings, but we saw how considerate you were with all these people. Your speech just now really connected with everyone. You did a good job.
Thank you. I've heard a lot of sad stories along this journey, and several of them have touched my heart. You can't say that the victims of the dream really did anything wrong, and what they wanted was also not unreasonable. That's why I could understand them when they tried to resist us and protect the dream. But all of my understanding and stirred feelings probably can't even account for even 1% of the pain they've experienced. I don't think this 1% can be seen as an example of what you call empathy.
You're too hard on yourself, that's for sure.
Alright. I suppose going out into the world will help my confidence grow. I've learned that emotions are nothing like knowledge, and that's why it's hard for me to put them into words sometimes. Beinuni, or Moses, said that I had never personally felt the pain of loss. But I have a vague feeling that this isn't true. The moment I entered the dream, I felt like I was wrapped in a blanket of warm feelings. It was so warm that it felt like I had returned to the start of my life, and I didn't want to wake up anymore. But when I opened my eyes, the feeling was gone without a trace. If I have to make an analogy for it, I would say I can no longer see words on a piece of paper after they have been erased, but I can still see the slight indentations of where the words had been written. But now that I've experienced this dream, I think I can say with confidence that I won't dwell too much on the meaning of that warmth. It's enough that I can tell I was once supported by that warmth, and its existence has allowed me to get to where I am today. If I dwell too much on its exact nature, I would be putting the cart before the horse. I gave a speech to inspire my people, so if I were to fail to live up to those words myself, then that would be too embarrassing.
Hey, what's with that serious?
You keep looking like there's something you want to say. Is there anything you want to tell me? Since we just woke up, let's stretch a little bit. A new day is about to begin. One client, two clients, three clients.